Hey, it's Ben, and I'm going to be showing you how you can outreach to your ideal clients completely for free from top to bottom. So if you are struggling to find leads and send outreach emails but don't want to pay a single penny, then this video is for you. I'm going to show you how you can actually scrape thousands of leads completely for free, then verify those emails at no cost and send unlimited cold emails without paying for tools like Instantly AI. So if you feel like that's something that can help you out, stick around and we'll get right to it. If you don't know who I am, I managed to scale my business to 30 grand a month within 6 months. And this is a similar approach I took when I started. So if you're starting out and you're a little bit strapped for cash, then this video is for you. Let's crack on. So to start with, we're going to be using Phantom Buster, which is a good tool to scrape LinkedIn. You can do a hell of a lot of other automations on there. But in this system, we're going to be scraping leads from LinkedIn Sales Navigator using Phantom Buster. So you've got two options here. If you have loads of emails, like I've taught you how to get for quite cheap in my other videos, then you can just keep signing up with a new email every time your monthly execution time runs out. Or you can just use the same email if you don't have multiple emails, but just don't verify your email account. After 72 hours, Phantom Buster will delete your account and you can just sign up with the same email account again. Then you can either use my lead scraping automation, which I've shown in a previous video, which allows you to do it for free as well and completely autonomously. Or you can do a search and upload that into the Phantom and do something called inspect element to download the result for free. And I'll show you how that looks. So if you head into Phantom Buster and go onto your dashboard, go into the Phantom and you'll see you'll have a results tab. On a free account, if you try and download the results, you can only export up to 10 rows for free, or you'll have to upgrade to a paid plan. However, if you right click on the page, inspect, go to network, refresh the page, you're then looking for this one here, result.csv. Click into it. In the request URL, copy this. In a new tab, paste, enter, and the results will I'm just going to open it with Microsoft Excel. So if you look here, you have the full spreadsheet. So how many I've got? 1,200 in here at the moment, 1,250. But you can do that for as many as you want. So you got the leads, the next steps to sign up to LinkedIn Sales Navigator. The reason I like LinkedIn is because they're of a higher quality than the likes of Apollo. And you can also use their product interest search, which we'll show you in a minute, but it turns colder leads into slightly warmer ones. And I'll show you how now. If you have sufficient LinkedIn connections and you're able to get LinkedIn Sales Navigator, if not, I'll talk you through that in a moment, don't worry. But you can actually, if you get the Pro plan for free for a 3 months trial, you'll have an extra option called category interest. Now, if you click into this, you can enter the service or product it is that you're selling. So for my example, I build automation tools. So now I can have a huge list of people that have searched for or have some kind of interest in someone building automation tools for them or them learning how to do it themselves. And it doesn't just stop there. You can type in conversational AI and I'll show you how to build AI robots that do inbound and outbound calling on Vappy or Bland or something called Play AI. They also have marketing automation. So for example, the cold emailing system, you can outreach to them with that. Or in fact, quite a lot of stuff, direct mail, IT process automation software, workload automation software. I mean, the software ones might not be exactly what you're selling, but it's still worth reaching out to these people because they've been interested in a software and you could just sell for probably quite a lot cheaper your automations, your services, your solutions. Okay, so I've written down a few rules that you guys are going to want to stick to. You need sufficient connections on your main LinkedIn account, ideally 40 to 50, no less than 40. Do not send any more than 18 requests a day. 19 you can get flagged as spam, or they might even think you're some sort of robot that's just trying to grow as quickly as possible. They're quite strict, LinkedIn are. And don't use automation early on, so don't start scraping leads as soon as you get a LinkedIn account. What most people have found helpful is if they sign up as a student and then send requests to people that they know or people that are likely to accept, like other uni students. The reason you sign up as a student is because then you don't have to input a place of work, which LinkedIn can actually flag as well and will restrict your account. The only way to get your account back is by ID verification, which obviously you don't have if you're setting up multiple accounts for fake people. It doesn't take a lot to get restricted. If 2 or more people click that they don't know this person, your account is likely to get restricted. Gaining these connections, 40 to 50, usually takes 1 to 2 weeks. Probably 2 on the safer side, and ideally you want to be on the safer side. You don't want to spend 10 days sending out LinkedIn requests to people for LinkedIn to then restrict your account. Once you get the 40 to 50 connections, buy LinkedIn Sales Navigator through your phone. That way you can bypass any credit card issues, because LinkedIn Sales Navigator can sometimes play up. And if you are going to set up multiple LinkedIns, then use a proxy, because LinkedIn can use your location and determine whether one person is actually setting up multiple LinkedIn accounts. And remember to warm up your Sales Navigator account. Don't just go straight in and do 500 scrapes a day. Start with 50, 100, 250, 300, and maybe just go up by 50s. You're best to be safe than sorry. And never go more than 2,500. You couldn't anyway, because when you search LinkedIn Sales Navigator, they only show 100 pages of 25 search results, meaning they only show a maximum of 2,500 results. No matter if you've even got a search of say 10,000, it would still only show the first 2,500. And lastly, only automate in the week. Don't do it on the weekends. LinkedIn is a professional social media, so most people use it within the week, Monday to Friday. So using it on the weekend may flag your account again to start with. Then afterwards, once you're fully warmed up, you'll be able to scrape on the weekends. Now, any mail finder, if you've watched my ultra personalized outreach system, you'll know I use any mail finder to find the emails, but you can actually get it for free. And here's quite a cool trick. You normally actually require a credit card to sign up to any mail finder. But if you use incognito mode, which I believe is Control N or Control Shift N. I think it's Control CMD N on the Mac. Use a free bank, so you can use Revolut or Wise. Or there's even something called privacy.com, which allows you to set up virtual cards. And if you sign up to Gmail accounts on your iPhone, you can create 2 a day without having to verify your phone number. And then after 14 days, just keep reusing those credit cards and keep swapping them out for new ones. And you actually get 250 free API calls with a free account. So by rotating your cards and your Gmail accounts, you can keep getting free trials and end up finding thousands of verified emails without having to spend a penny. Now, obviously, as I've said before on my channel, if you're doing things for free, there's going to be an extra bit of manual work. So you are going to have to keep swapping things out, creating new accounts with any mail finder, and swapping the API within your system, which I'll show you in a moment how you're going to incorporate this into the systems I've already shown you. So now that we actually have our leads and our emails, it's time to actually set up that outreach campaign, obviously for free. So obviously we've got this spreadsheet, but now you're going to want to create a new one with the headers that you need. Now, it's worth noting, if you have seen my lead scraping automation, you won't need to do this, as it does actually sort the headers themselves within the automation anyway. So this is what mine looks like. It already has the headings that I like, and then it goes down and just adds them all in automatically without me having to do anything. If you're on the first plan of Phantom Buster, you get 20 hours free execution. Otherwise, you just have to keep swapping it every 10 or so scrapes. So we're in the spreadsheet, and we'll just get rid of the columns that we don't need. So I've decided to just keep these ones in, as I'll use these for the personalization. So what you now do is go into make.com, go into your first scenario, and change the spreadsheet. I've shown you this scenario in a recent video, so don't start shouting at me saying you don't know how to do this. Just check the recent video, it'll be in there. And you just change the search rows to the spreadsheet we've just created with all your leads in. So you'd end up copying all these into there and just getting rid of the columns that you don't need. So I'd recommend keeping these ones. Then obviously you'd be finding the emails. Remember, you only get 250 free API calls per free account. So every 250 runs, leads, every 250 leads put through the system, you'd have to keep changing the API and keep changing the free account. I'm definitely not going to get any sponsorships from LinkedIn, Phantom Buster, or any mail finder. I'll tell you that for free. Then you want to go into your webhook scenario. You'd take out Never Bounce because that's paid for. You'd probably take out Perplexity and just keep DeepSeek, and you'd, instead of doing the whole personalization of the whole email like I do now, you just do a one-line personalization based off their summary, title, description, and potentially industry. Otherwise, if you want to spend a little bit more money, you could use the smaller Perplexity plan. I don't think it's too expensive. You'll have to check. And use DeepSeek as well, because it's a lot cheaper than OpenAI, as I'm sure you're all aware by now. And instead of adding the lead to the campaign, you'll change this to a Google Sheets add a row module. So in this spreadsheet, you'd add email and the variables that you want to create from the outreach system, whether it's just an icebreaker. So if you're just doing the first line, trying to personalize that, you'd insert a column and put icebreaker. However, if you're going to be doing the whole email, just like I showed you in the previous video or two ago, you'd put in all the variables as well, like the too long didn't read, the social proof, the CTA, and the postscript. And then instead of the instantly module, it would be update a row, choose the spreadsheet. It would be get the row number. You'd actually have to pass this through from the other scenario. So if I just show you quickly how that would work, go to the other scenario. In the center webhook module, row numbers apparently already getting sent through, so maybe I missed it. You put the row number, make sure you send it through from to the webhook, and you'd put everything in. So for example, postscript, CTA, social proof, TLDR, icebreaker, email, the location, and so on and so forth. And then you take that spreadsheet, you can actually use instantly for free. And you'd create a campaign, add leads, and upload it by a CSV. I'm not sure on the number you can actually upload on a free account with instantly and have sat in how many leads you can have sat instantly at one given time, but you can just add them in and they'll automatically send out for you and make your money while you're sleeping. And that has cost you absolutely zero. You'd obviously be doing this on a free make account, which only gives you 1,000 operations, so you'd have to keep swapping make accounts. And like I said, if you want to do stuff for free, it's going to cost you in time. So there's a lot more manual work, but you could just export and keep importing it into your new make account and keep running it for as long as you want. That's how I'd outreach for free and get my business up and running and get my first client in without spending a single penny. So if you found that helpful, let me know, drop me a like, put in the comments whether you're going to give this a go or not, and let me know how it goes as well. Any questions, let me know, but I'll see you in the next video.